What's up, Banana fam? Welcome back to Banana TV. I'm Mr. Banana, here with your weekly dose of market madness from the heart of the blockchain jungle. From TRON's IPO to mystery cats, let's jump right in. TRON is officially going public via a reverse merger with SRM Entertainment, injecting up to $210 million in token assets. The deal is led by Dominari Securities, a firm linked to Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, although Eric's team denies public involvement. This comes just as the SEC paused its fraud probe into Justin Sun, lining up perfectly with Trump's recent pro-crypto shift. SRM shares soared 647% on the news. JPMorgan just dropped its first blockchain native deposit token, and it's being tested directly on Coinbase's base network. Called JPMD, it's pegged to the dollar and backed by real bank deposits. Think of it as TradFi's answer to stable coins. The bank says 97% of institutional investors are betting on tokenization, and with $3.8 trillion under management, JPMorgan's moves hit different. While the SEC drags its feet, Canada just approved the world's first spot XRP ETF. Launched by Purpose Investments, XRPP starts trading June 18th on the Toronto Stock Exchange in 3 currency formats. Meanwhile, Ripple and the SEC agreed to pause their appeal, and analysts now give the US an 88% chance of following suit later this year. All right, Banana fam, time for what really matters, Memecoin madness. Vibe, also known as VibeCat, launched on Solana with major crypto Twitter sleuths convinced it was a stealth test token from the Jupiter team. It came from a wallet previously tied to Drip Haus, a Jupiter-affiliated project, and was instantly verified on JupiterSwap just 20 minutes after launch. That kind of speed? Usually reserved for tokens like Trump or Melania. The website linked on launch hinted at a possible new launch pad, but it was non-functional. The contract ends in JUPS, and both Drip and Jupiter's own accounts previously posted this wallet. Jupiter hasn't confirmed anything, but traders aren't buying the silence. Crypto Twitter's own Rasmr launched his token using Pump.fun streaming feature, and boom, it worked. Rasmr now leads the streamer coin category, sparking a whole new Solana sub-meta. Pawse by BullpenFi had one of the roughest launches in recent memory. It debuted with a 100% anti-snipe tax, which was perceived as misleading and abusive. To avoid the tax, traders were forced to use BullpenFi's own platform, where a hidden 5% trading tax awaited. Worse, the team implied it was tied to the WIF deployer to pump legitimacy, but that wallet had dumped WIF early and played zero role in its success. The community wasn't having it. Within hours, backlash exploded, and the project had to go into damage control mode. Now, a special report on this week's news and the overall market mood. How's the vibe, Mr. Monkey?
Thanks, Mr. Banana. Things are heating up in Washington. The Senate just passed the genius stablecoin bill, giving the crypto world its first real legislative victory. It creates a national framework for dollar-pegged stablecoins, putting power in the hands of the U.S. Treasury and opening the doors to banks, fintechs, even big players like Amazon and Walmart. Controversially, Democrats failed to block a clause that could let the president profit, and yes, Trump reportedly made over $57 million from token sales in 2024. Zooming out, the general vibe is that the market is being patient. With tensions rising in the East, traders are being careful, and we can't blame them. Back to you, Mr. Banana.
Thanks, Mr. Monkey. The crypto jungle's never quiet. And that's a wrap on this week's Banana TV. We'll see you next week for another dose of madness. Peace out, Banana fam.